Welcome to the Spotlight on Shining Stars, the show where inspiring journey meet powerful conversations. Today, we are shining the spotlight on a truly remarkable leader from Innovate Club Dehradun, someone whose dedication, compassion, and vision are making a powerful differences in communities. Welcome, Patricia, ma'am. Welcome to the Spotlight on Shining Stars. It's a privilege and honor to have you here with us.
Thank you, Megha. And for me also, it's indeed a pleasure to be here with you, being interviewed by you. Our journey goes back 25 years ago, and we are still serving in Innovil together.
So, what amazes me about you is that you always balance your life in a way where you have time for every event, every work responsibility, and also family. I want to know, how do you manage?
It comes from love and a sense of purpose. When you value something and you know that you need to put in your best, you always find the time to do all that. So that's how it is with me. And then I've got a very supportive husband and children who have always encouraged me in whatever I do. I think that's what eventually matters.
We all know that you're an educationist and you were a sports leader in school. So, how has that shaped your leadership all these years?
So, Megha, teaching taught me patience and empathy, and sports taught me determination and resilience and good teamwork. Leadership needs both compassion and strength. So, you must guide and understand, and as you move forward with determination, always as a team.
You joined Innovil in 2001, and since then you have taken up every post and you have worked very, very actively for that. Could you share your experience with us?
I think the first and foremost is that I really love Innovil. And I have over the years since I joined Innovil in 2001, I have worked at the club level, district, association, and now at the international level. I have done and performed my duties to the best of my ability. I really enjoy Innovil, and I think that's when you enjoy doing something, everything comes naturally.
So, as association president, you organized four zonal event footprints and you organized one Manjari. And plus, as association president, you had a remarkable year. You had 73 new clubs and membership growth. How was the success possible?
Basically, it's all about planning and keeping your mind focused on what you want to do. You just have that 1 year, so you plan well. So, as I was elected as association president, and I was lucky because I had International Innovil president, Dr. Kapila Gupta, and before the event started, I went up to her and I asked her, I wanted her to come as the chief guest for the zonal events and even for the national event. So I asked her to be the chief guest, and she just told me, she says, "You're having these zonal events. Please ensure that they are worth it. Don't have a number of things so which are both learning and the members enjoy what they are doing." So that's how it started, and the footprints came up. There were a lot of good things that happened because I had various things. There were projects done, there was awards for brave hearts, there were competitions, there were chat shows, there were speakers that came in. So each event was different but very enjoyable, and I had good attendance throughout. These were the four zonal events in North, South, East, West. Swaran Manjari was excellent, and Banaras, as you know, that everybody loves to go to Banaras. We had convener PAP Nandini Bhargav and my chairman at that time, Mamta Devedi. They both managed very well along with their teams. The thing was that we had so many registrations. We just were catering for about 800 members, and suddenly we just went over 800. And one day, Nandini ji called me. She said, "Patricia, the registrations are coming, and what to do?" I said, "Just stop, stop." But before she could really stop it, we had just gone over 1200. And then we had to make arrangements, but it did work out very well. So it was a big hit, and we had people from Bangladesh, and it was, I think, Sri Lanka and all that all came in for the event. was very successful.
So you had very, very successful events. What do you think was the reason behind all this success?
I think I would just put it down to an excellent team, right from Dr. Kapila Gupta at the international level as president. I had an excellent executive team and very dynamic and dedicated 27 district chairmen with their teams and members all over India. They really worked very well. And I had association, I had two Archanas with me, you know that, and there was Archana Kamath as secretary and Archana Agarwal as the treasurer. They were excellent workers. It was all about teamwork, definitely, but at the same time, I did not pressurize the chairman. I stressed mainly on need based projects, and they just went on and did wonders throughout the year.
So, what made you take the initiative of the project banks, and which project do you think is the closest to your heart, which has touched you most?
Well, Project Banks was an initiative to get members to have a place where they could store their projects and use it or share it with others. And this is what was happening because there were such wonderful projects being done all over India. So each chairman started a project bank and stored all the good projects. And there was a lot of sharing going on amongst all the chairmen. They did a wonderful job.
Which is the project which is closest to your
Yes,
heart?
I was coming to that. So if you ask me which is the best, all projects were excellent. But something, being a teacher, which really touched my heart was Happy Schools. I really enjoyed working for and going around seeing the good work that was being done. And you won't believe there were over 800 Happy Schools in India during that year.
So you had tried Innovate clubs make 800 happy schools.
Yeah, I was there to appreciate their work, but the chairman and the club presidents, along with their teams, did all the work. But
So
it
as
was
your
done-
mantra says, happiness for others, you made so many happy schools,
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely. And if you remember the tsunami that hit in 2013,
Yes, of course, I
in
remember.
fact, in our area in Uttarakhand
Yes,
only,
yes.
it was extremely sad. And that time I was traveling to Mumbai for PAP Pushpa's installation. I happened to bring this up with the AC members and then started the Pushpa Surmurti. She initiated that we need to help the schools up in Uttarakhand. And that time, Rotary was restoring all these schools up in Rudraprayag. So we got together, members contributed, and we sponsored, Innerwheel sponsored 2 schools in Rudraprayag, which is up there even till now with the board of Association of Innerwheel Clubs in India.
So winning the bid of the IIW convention was a glorious moment. What did that moment mean to you personally?
Oh, it was something which I can just never forget. And in the past also, I believe India had tried to bid, but we never got it. But that year we worked hard, and a lot of people were involved in that. Like I said, our international president, Kapila Gupta, she guided us. We had PAP and past international treasurer, Innerwheel treasurer, Sarita Lunani, and Gomti. We all worked as a team. Eventually, we did win the bid, and it was such a wonderful moment at Melbourne at the convention when India was announced. But it was just, I won't say bad luck, but we could not host uh, the convention in Jaipur in person because of COVID. Everything was turned upside down, and then the idea came up to have a virtual convention. And I think that was the best thing that could have taken place at that time with the resources and the situation all over the world. We did have the virtual convention, a great success. It was headed by International Innerwheel President at that time, Dr. Beena Vyas. The team was excellent. We had Gomti Vishwanathan and Pushpa Surmurti and Shelja Bhatt. And we had a wonderful coordinator also, past board director Renu Balji, and they as a team did a wonderful job. And till this day, members around the world, they talk about the virtual convention at Jaipur.
So, after a gap of 11 years, you were elected as the international board director. So, what was your experience in the first year at that post?
Well, it was a great honor, in fact, and it really gave me the in-depth into the internationality of Inner Wheel. So while going, we just had one meeting, which was in Manchester in October when I went there, meeting all the board directors, interacting with them, listening to what is happening around the globe in Inner Wheel was indeed extremely enriching experience for me. I enjoyed my year as board director.
Patricia ma'am, you were elected as the International Constitution Chairman for the year 24-25 and again for another two consecutive years. That is till 27 you are the International Constitution Chairman. How do you think you earned that global trust all over the world? All innovative clubs all over the world can put that trust in you and make you the International Constitution Chairman.
Uh, well, Megha, my first year coming in as the Constitution Chairman, there was a lot that there is to learn, to understand, because we are basically, we know what's happening, how things are run within our own country. But as an international constitution chairman, you listen to problems that are being faced all over the world and they want solutions for it. So that's where my role comes in, and everything which is like I reply to their queries or make them understand, simplify the constitution with them, but all within the framework of the constitution. So that's how slowly, I think I gained more confidence dealing with them, dealing with their problems. And you know what was the best thing was that after every problem that was sorted out or clarified, a little note used to come back, appreciation and a thank you note. So that really used to make my day. And that used to actually give me more confidence to move ahead in this role.
So, looking ahead, what is your vision for the future international innovate, and what message would you like to give to our forthcoming leaders?
Definitely, after so many years in Innerville, I would definitely like to say that uh, we need stronger unity, good leadership stepping forward confidently, sustainable projects being done that leave a lasting impact. More than that, to young women, I would say that believe in yourself, prepare well, and always be ethical in all your dealings. Inner Wheel is a beautiful organization, and we are here to ensure that we take it forward in the correct way. So, if you have a choice in choosing, then choose the path that will keep the banner of Inner Wheel flying high. Positions may change, but I believe that character should remain the same. And in Inner Wheel, as you move forward, make sure that you move ethically, you do the right thing, and keep the banner of Inner Wheel flying.
Patricia ma'am, now we are going to have the rapid fire round with you.
Oh, gosh.
So, you don't
It
have
would be
to think. You don't have to think. You have to answer instantly what comes first to your mind. Okay, now one word that defines you beyond all your titles. Which is the one word that defines you?
You said not to think.
Not to think.
So I would say committed, because when I take on a responsibility, I put my whole heart and soul into it. And that's it.
Which role challenged you the most?
We've just been talking about Constitution Chairman. Definitely Constitution Chairman, because any other role that I've done in the past has always been within my country, within the association. But this is, I'm looking at problems being faced globally. So it is quite challenging.
What is a bigger thrill for you? You know, that thrill. Is it the numbers or one transformed life?
Numbers are good. You always appreciate when numbers go high. But I think one life that you can, change or you have an impact on, that I think is. Numbers encourage you definitely. But I think if you transform one life.
A leadership lesson that you have learned the hard way.
You cannot please everyone, but you really need to be fair and ethical at all times.
Okay, describe to us again. This is a rapid fire round, but you can, because this is a description, so you can take a little longer. Which is one moment in Innerville that you would like to relive again and again?
Winning the Jaipur convention, of course, it was unforgettable.
So, what was your first thought that came to your mind when you were elected as Constitution Chairman, unopposed?
I would say gratitude, and then it made me realize now I have to work even harder.
What anchors you most during difficult time?
I would say prayer, faith, and family support, and the belief that every challenge we face carries a lesson.
Outside service, what gives you that simple joy and happiness in life on your day-to-day basis?
Definitely inner wheel travels and family, good, happy times with family.
I agree. Inner wheel travels are a lot of fun and happiness. That is true.
Yes, we're ready to go. Come what, babe. If any event is announced, I think we are first to register and book our tickets.
Thank you, Patricia ma'am. Thank you so much. It was wonderful interviewing you. I have had so much fun. You cannot even imagine. Once again, I humbly thank you for coming over.
Thank you, Megha. And yes, it has been fun. But you got me, a little worried sometimes, especially with those rapid fire rounds. But once again, it was wonderful being interviewed by you, and thank you very much.